Bill Gates says that the deadly European energy crisis is good because it will push people towards new green technology approaches more quickly, he says. This is by Bob Unruh, WND. The Russian war in Ukraine creating turmoil in world's energy markets, leaving experts wondering whether Europe, which has been getting Russian natural gas, will have enough energy this winter. Probably not. Of course, that came at the same time that Joe Biden was busy canceling as much of America's petroleum and gas industries as he could. Then OPEC Plus announced a major cut in production. The result is that the UK's national grid is warning Brits that they could see energy blackouts from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. during the coldest nights this winter. That's 3 hours a day. And we know that that's going to be happening in almost all, well, from what I know, all European nation states, at least 3 hours a day of blackouts. And we have the news today that the UK Prime Minister Truss has resigned. She's only been in that position 6 weeks. She took over after Boris Johnson. We don't know yet who's going to be taking over from her. And she resigned because of the fact that the economic situation in Britain is in dire straits, and she doesn't know what to do about it. So she resigned. Anyway, we'll have more on that sometime later today, I guess. Now, according to Disclosed TV reporting that BBC secretly has prepared scripts that could be read on air when those blackouts happen. Blackouts are also not outside the realm of possibility in the US because of a shortage of supplies, experts warn. And now Bill Gates, whose wealth measured in the billions of dollars comes from renting hundreds of millions of copies of his computer programs to consumers, says it's actually good. It's good for the long run because people won't want to be dependent on Russian natural gas, so they'll move to these new approaches more rapidly. His approach is similar to that of Joe Biden, whose crackdown on American petroleum production has been near total as he pushes consumers towards ultra-expensive electric vehicles, and that the American grid is now not prepared to support because of the blackouts. Now, Summit News reports Gates' comments came while he was tooting his breakthrough energy ventures carbon tax corporation. He said we need to find non-Russian hydrocarbon sources to substitute for those. So there's coal plants running and a variety of things because, keeping, people who are, keeping those economies in decent shape is a priority. But he said the crisis is helpful for the long run. He said in a State of the Energy Transition presentation this week that it should be the responsibility of countries like the US to move to completely decarbonize all sectors of the economy. And he continued, he said many countries in Europe and North America filled the atmosphere with carbon to achieve prosperity, and it's both unrealistic and unfair to expect everything else to forego a more comfortable life because that carbon turned out to change the climate. I don't think the market by itself can press a reset on an entire economy in just a few decades. We need a plan to speed the process up, he said. Under Biden's policies, gasoline for cars has surged to $7 a gallon in some U.S. cities, while natural gas prices are forecast to explode during this coming winter. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.